I request Girish sir to honor our chief guest, Adoor sir. May I request Adoor sir to speak a few words and grace the occasion?
ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು.
Follow the convention. Very respected and dear friends, my dear Girish Rao and each member of the society, it's a great honor to be here on the 50th anniversary of SUCHITRA. Back home in Kerala, I used to feel proud that I was the one who pioneered the film society movement in Kerala. But then I was also making films. So there was a lot of diversion of attention to production of films. That is a much more complex thing. Anyway, when we started, of course, when we mentioned Ammu Swaminathan, suddenly I remembered something. Ammu Swaminathan, in fact, with her, when the very first time when the film societies were being formed, even in Calcutta, so film societies were considered to be an elitist group. I have heard about this in Calcutta also, and Madras even worse, because a whole lot of people couldn't be admitted to the screenings. So this her influence, her name is Ammu Swaminathan. Ammu Swaminathan was quite a problem because he was just being a figurehead there, and this lady is some relation of Ammu Swaminathan, Rajamal Anandaraman. She was quite a problem, quite a pain in fact, because every time we screened a film, she will write me to give ask me for an explanation. Why did you screen this film? I wrote back it. You should keep your ready mouth shut. I know what I am doing. Because I know about cinema much more than probably you don't know anything about cinema. You are a bogie of Ammu Swaminathan. I don't care for what you do, but I had paid price for it. Then Swayamvaram was being sent for selection by the regional committee. This lady Ammu Swaminathan was a member. She saw to it was not selected, and the film was not in the list. They selected all kinds of films, but not this film. So to make it brief, the story is that we had having no choice because there was a news item in the paper which listed the chosen films. Unless it is chosen from the region, the national jury will not see it. So as a desperate move, I wrote a a telegram. Those days I did not know anybody in the ministry or in Delhi. So I wrote a telegram and sent to the minister. I think Gujarat was the minister at that time. All that I wanted was, this film was being made by Film Institute graduates, and this is our first film. Because of local politics, this film is being barred from being shown in Delhi. And we have only one request. We want the jury to see our films. And we never got a reply. Never got a reply. We thought it was a bad experience, and then we forgot about it. And one day, me and a couple of my friends were having tea in a local tea shop in the evening, and there was this 6-5 news on the all day radio. It said, the Malayalam film Swayamvaram wins the National Award for Best Film. we were not happy to hear that. I said, there is something wrong. All India Radio made a mistake. And we had to wait until next morning when all the newspapers had their front page and big letters. It was not just one film, one award. It was film best award for the best film, best director, best cinematography, and best artist. So this was unprecedented almost. So they were very angry because at that time there was in those days when they formed national committees, each member used to be known as to the whole of India as somebody who had achieved something in life. So there were prominent people from different fields, from music, from theatre, from cinema, literature, etc. So it was a remarkable committee headed by Mr. Ramesh Thapar. Ramesh Thapar was a very influential person at that time, and he used to edit a magazine called Seminar. Very remarkable person. So they were furious when they saw the film and saw other films. They were furious that how come a film which deserved award was stopped at the regional stage, and very stupid films being sent up for awards. They made with this the regional committee should be scrapped. So it created history, in fact. So the next 30 years or so, there were no regional committees. Today, at sometime recent past, they have again started the regional committees. If there is any good film, it will be stopped at that point. Yes, the function continues. So this is the story of Chandra in brief. So I was about to say about SUCHITRA. What SUCHITRA has achieved is absolutely unique. No other film society in the country has been so active and so remarkably, functioning, and then very important souls behind it. I should Narahari Rao and a lot of others. I used to be in touch with all of them. In fact, I once came here for a screening. I came here, I remember. But today, when I saw this institution, this is unprecedented. In fact, the arrangements you have made is absolutely unique, and I congratulate each one of those who have been behind it, and each one of you also who have been promoting this society. SUCHITRA, my kudos to SUCHITRA. So what more I have to understand? I don't know. About this film, it was made in 1981. It is also a story. This film was sent up like every time to the national awards. Certain stories I have heard decades after that, while the films were being screened. I did not even know who were watching these films. Never cared also. It was not my job to find out who were the jury. But much later, the people have researched and found out these names. So somebody who was on the jury told me much later when Ep-2 was being screened for the national awards. You know who was the chairperson of the jury? Ashok Kumar. He doesn't see even his own films. And the story is that as soon as the film started, he started sleeping. And at the end, when the discussion came, these are stories I heard. I don't know, I cannot vouch for the authenticity of it, but then I was told when the discussion came for the final awards, he vehemently opposed any awards being given to this film. And this film had to be happy with just a regional prize. And then, as fate would have it, this film was in Cannes Festival, and then the British critic John somebody, I cannot second name. John Warrington. I have problem with names. He saw the film, and as soon as the screening was over, he came out and told me, I want to show this film in London. That's how it went to London. And just switch it off. In London, this film got, after the screening, I had not even heard about an award in London Festival. I went down to Nantes Festival, and there came a telegram again to the under the care of the director of the festival. Says that this Velipatayam wins the BFI award, the British Film Institute Award, for the most original and imaginative film. I was wonderstruck again. All these are surprises in my life. So then I started finding out what it was like. Because in London, in the festival, they have 2-3 cinemas called art cinemas, London art houses. 2-3 cinemas are there in the same complex, and throughout the year they screen films. And at the time of the London Film Festival, they choose one film out of the whole films shown in their campus, and they give this award. So it was a huge award. And I was again thrilled when I heard that Ozu, Yasujiro Ozu, his film London, Tokyo Story, was not even sent by the company. In Japan, they have this studio system. So the studio people did not think that it was very important. So they did not even send this film in London or anywhere. So by sheer chance, it happened to be somebody in London Festival saw it, and they screened the film. And when it was in 1965 or so. Exact year I don't remember. That for the first time they instituted this award called the British Film Institute Award. At that time it was known as some trophy. Sutherland Trophy. Then later they changed it to BFI Award. So this film was given this award. With this award, Ozu was discovered. This happened. And again, to my great pleasure, SUCHITRA got the award for the film Adoor Gopalakrishnan. So whoever tries to suppress something, if it has some quality, it will come up. This is the lesson I have learned. And whatever work you have done, it will be noticed by people who understand cinema. So I should not talk more. This film was made in 1981. And one story is that the negative was it was not in a usable condition. So a print had to be made through an available print which came back from London NFDC office. It was not subtitled luckily. It was sent back to the archive, and out of that a copy was made, and that is the one being shown. In fact, it has gone further enhancement. It has already been made into 4K registration. This is 2K. 4K registration looks much better, but this should not be lesser in terms of the appreciation. So I won't go into further details. Thank you very much for coming today to watch my film, which was made more than 40 years ago. So many members in the audience were probably not even born. Yes. So please bear with me for any problem the film creates. I hope you will enjoy the film. And in fact, in London it was a great experience when it was shown. several festival directors saw the film and they came one after the other. They wanted this film. And it started its journey like that. Went around the whole world. And I thought, when I made this film, I thought it was very specifically a Kerala theme. I thought the people who would really understand the film in its nuances will be the Malayalis. In fact, it was the other way. Malayalis did not really understand it much. Others did. In fact, in London, some of the audiences came to me and said, I am the Unni in this film, I am the one. So they were claiming like that. That's fantastic. So happy viewing. Thank you very much.